Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. And, ooh, no, I don't want that. Is somebody sharing their own screen? Okay. Hey, Cheryl. I don't know how this is happening. All right. Cheryl. Oh, my God.
I don't know what I did.
I don't either. I don't know how to stop you from doing what you did. All right, I think I'm recording. Holy cow, this is technical difficulties on steroids. Okay, boy, I hope I'm recording. So, welcome everybody. Let me just fix my gallery view. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us to our Wicked Oily Learn to Share Help To series. It's actually not a series, it's just a class. I'm totally lying about that. I'm so excited to talk about this topic tonight because this is a topic that we all kind of need to hear. This is something that everyone gets when they become a Young Living member. And it's just kind of a fringe benefit. It's just part of the wonderful benefits of having that member ID that you can literally share with anybody in your life. This amazing lifestyle and how to get products into your home at a great discount or for free. And that's how we'll talk about that tonight. So my name is Kristen Boucher. I am a platinum leader with Young Living. I've been with Young Living for almost 5 years now. It's hard to believe that it's been that long. It feels like just yesterday that my starter kit arrived at my doorstep. And this has been an amazing journey beyond my wildest dreams. This has led to so many incredible relationships, so much personal development. I had no intention ever in my wildest dreams of actually sharing the product. In fact, when Stephanie Moram, who is my enroller, she's our amazing diamond leader, when she approached me about Young Living, gosh, it was over 5 years ago. I was like, thanks, but no thanks. I don't want anything to do with that, network marketing thing that y'all are doing. I had I didn't understand it. I didn't want to be a part of it. I just had negative connotations that were completely false. And once I got my starter kit, I just was naturally beginning to share. And then fast forward to now, I am a nurse by trade. I'm not working as a nurse anymore. I'm home with my girls. I've got two beautiful girls, a 5-year-old or almost 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. I'm able to work around their schedule, my schedule. We just had April vacation, spring break here in the Northeast. And I can honestly say I didn't do a darn thing for my business. And it was by choice. It was because I spent the time with my girls. That's not to say that that's the way to do it because you don't get as much done, but I was still able to generate income while I was staying home and going to the aquarium with my girls. So tonight we're going to talk about easy ways how you can share this amazing lifestyle with your family and friends. It really is simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. So I'm going to jump to my screen and I'm going to share it with y'all. And I've got a slide set as well that I am going to, if I can find it, there we go. Okay, in the chat, if somebody would be more than willing to tell me that they can see my screen. I just want to make sure. Oh boy, I can't see. Okay, I'm just hoping and praying. All right. Chat. Can see it. Awesome. Thank you, Alice. All right, so we're going to start the screen. Okay. All right, so welcome. Cozy up and get ready to help others stay above the wellness line. I absolutely love this picture of a little pug here. We are dog people, in case you guys didn't know that about us. So, okay, where are we? So you want to be a product of the product. So first things first, when people first get started and they get their starter kit and they're like, okay, I think I might actually want to share this. The best thing is to just start using your oils that come in the starter kit. Just start using them. Don't be afraid of them, because what you're doing is you're using your products every single day in every single way to create personal testimonies. Because remember, facts tell, stories sell. Personal stories make sharing genuine and truly authentic. Plus, I mean, let's be honest, when you're using the products regularly, you're going to notice a difference in the way that you feel, which is why you got your starter kit in the first place. I mean, you had a strong why to get oils into your life. Hardly anybody gets started in this business just to do the business. It's very, very, very infrequent. Usually it's the products that drive people to Young Living. So you want to be a product of the product. So I always tell my people, you know, my members, my team, you want people to smell you before they see you. And that's so true because, you know, I can't tell you how many times when I see people, you know, just give them a hug or you just walk by them and they're like, oh, you smell so good. What are you wearing? And it's honestly, I never know what it is because it's so many things. It's a combination of a million oils. So you absolutely want to be using your oils and your products every single day so you can create those stories. Okay, so step number 2. So once you get your starter kit, you use all the oils and the products that are in your starter kit. Beautiful starter kit that we have now because there's 12 oils that support every body system. Plus we have Ningxia Red. Plus we have the Thieves Cleaner in there as well. So it really is a cross section of the entire Young Living lifestyle kind of in one little beautiful encasement there. So the next step is to really begin exploring products outside of your premium starter kit. So make it a point, and this is what we call like ditching and switching, to swap out and try like 1 to 3 new Young Living products every month. So this allows you to build more testimonies, and it also helps you to support your health so much more. So start thinking about like the areas of your home and your life that you use products that you're buying from like Target or Amazon, and identify those and find a Young Living equivalent and swap that out in your monthly essential rewards order. Because obviously we're here, you know, we want to save money. We're on a budget, most of us. You're going to want to order these on essential rewards. So if you're not already on essential rewards, it is truly the best way to get your products paid for, save money, and get free stuff. It is a no-brainer if you're going to be swapping out what you're using previously with Young Living products. So if you're not sure where to start, I know that's kind of a big thing when I have, you know, new folks that are just getting started and, you know, they're ready to place their first essential rewards order and they just don't really know where to begin. Just try to make it your mission to sprinkle Young Living throughout your home. Now in the handouts, I hope you had a chance to see the handouts that I had either sent to you via email, or I also posted them in the group. So if you haven't had a chance to look at those and either print those out or just take a peek at those on your phone or on your computer, take a peek because I included a simplified ditch and switch worksheet that's going to really help you get the juices flowing. I feel like people just need that, you know, that trigger to help identify those areas of their home that they can start swapping out. So sprinkling Young Living throughout your home is not only going to help you use the Young Living products regularly, because if they're in your face and in your home, you're going to use them. They're also going to help support your health and, best of all, to build those testimonies at the same time. Those are those, you know, critical success stories that you want to be incorporating into your life and weaving those stories while you're talking to people. And it's also, again, going to serve as a casual advertisement if you have guests over, like talk about product placement, right? So like, for example, having your Young Living hand soap or your dish soap at your kitchen sink. People cannot miss it. If they wash their hands, they're going to use it. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to strike up a conversation. So every single time somebody who is, you know, if they're not yet oily is in my home, the conversation naturally just leads to oils, whether it's something I've got in the diffuser because the diffuser is always going, or it's the carousel of oils that I have on my kitchen island that is front and center. Or, you know, again, the hand soap that they use when they wash their hands, or the dish soap, or the Thieves fruit and vegetable spray. There's so much Young Living sprinkled throughout my house. So it definitely strikes up conversations. So Of course, pro tip, either have the Thieves hand soap, or we have a wonderful lavender hand soap. Put that in your guest bathroom. That is one place that your guests will more than likely visit over the course of their time at your home, and they're going to need to use it. So have definitely hand soap. If you have nothing else, hand soap, hand soap, hand soap, because it's a beautiful package and it works amazing, and their hands are going to smell really good. So use your product guide to go through and, you know, each of the product lines, see what you need and make your wish list. I always have, you know, my new members, you know, take their time to go through the product guide, and like kind of I used to say in a quiet place, you know, do it when the kids are not screaming in your ear, or after they've gone to bed, or if you have a little bit of get a lunch break at work or whatever, and you have some time to really sit down and make that wish list. So when it comes time to place your order each month, you have something to go by. You have ideas that you can kind of spark your interest and go from there. So here are some of the places that I have my Young Living products sprinkled in. So in the laundry room, of course, we have our laundry detergent. I also have my wool dryer balls, that I have a bottle of purification and a bottle of lemongrass. Those are kind of my two standard operating oils for the laundry. I'm kind of a creature of habit, but I have those right front and center in my laundry room. You can also put lavender or Thieves on your dryer balls instead of your dryer sheets. In my bathroom, I have Thieves hand soap or lavender hand soap. Like I said, the foaming hand soap, it's really nice. The shampoos and conditioners, whether it's the lavender mint or the vanilla copaiba or the lavender moisturizing, there's 3 different ones, or even the kid scent. We have the kid scent shampoo in our bathroom. So those are also in our bathroom. The lavender lotion or the Genesis hand and body lotion, a bar of soap. We have Valor soap. We have Thieves soap. We have Mountain Mist. We've got so many bar soaps in there. Or again, also personal care products. We've got skincare. I have my entire art line of skincare in my bathroom. My moisturizers, my makeup, my toothpaste, my Thieves toothpaste, bath soaps, hand soaps, body lotions, bath gels, like everything. So that's in the bathroom. The bathroom is probably the most concentrated place of Young Living products. In our office, I have my diffuser and my oils. So those are always going when I'm working. In the bedroom, I definitely have my diffusers in each of the bedrooms, in both my room and the girls' room, and the oils that we use frequently for sleep. I also have like my roll-ons that I use before bedtime, like Tranquil or Rutavala, right by the bedside. It doesn't make any sense to have those, you know, any farther away from the bed. In the kitchen, we have our Young Living infused food. We have our einkorn pasta, our cereal, our sleek bars or our snack bars, the vitality oils that we use for food flavoring. Of course, the dish soap, the detergent, the dishwasher detergent, the powdered dishwasher detergent's awesome. Fruit and veggie wash, those are kind of standard that I have. In our wellness cabinet, we have, of course, our daily supplements. We take a ton of supplements. And then, of course, all of my oils and other things that are scattered around the house. In the living room, we have our diffuser. In the car, I have my orb diffuser, and then I have a little car vent diffuser as well, because, you know, one cannot just have just one diffuser in the car. I have to have more than one. So in the chat, if you guys wouldn't mind, pick a room in your home that has no Young Living products, if there is one. So share with me and the rest of us what you could add to that space to give it a little touch of Young Living. So I'd love to hear. And if you're oily everywhere, what products have your guests used or commented on already? Because I'm always wondering what that is for other people. So use your products in front of others. So this is a big one, because sometimes people feel embarrassed or they're hiding the products. I am one of those that was like this at the very beginning of my journey. I was like, I didn't want to take my Ningxia Red in front of people, or my Nitro. I felt very weird about sharing. But then I totally got over that. And because once you actually use products in front of your friends, they are most likely going to ask, what is that? And why are you using that? And then that gives you an opportunity to share what it is and why you're using it. So like, for example, use an oil, like eat a Wolfberry Crisp bar, drink a Zing, or, down a packet of Nature Red or pop a nitro down. It really doesn't matter what it is, because honestly, it'll always strike up a conversation. So this is a great example that I share. It happened to me many years ago when I was really, again, first getting started on my journey. Mila was in kindergarten and we were at a birthday party, and I was starting just to get to know all the kindergarten moms, and we were there, the kids were running around, and one of the little girls that was there, one of my friend's daughters, stepped in dog poop. And I was responsible for her at that time because her mom had to go do something else and she was picking her up. So I was in charge of this little girl. Her name is Sadie. So some of you guys might know Sadie. So this is a real story. And Sadie stepped in dog poop. So she comes running up to me and says, "Oh my God, Kristen, I just stepped in dog poop." And I'm like, "Oh God, that's disgusting. I need a paper towel." And what did I have in my purse? I had Thieves spray, the little 1 ounce Thieves spray. So, because of course, all I could think of was like, I got to get this nasty stuff off of this kid's foot because she's going to be running in and out of this woman's house. So I, did what I needed to do with the dog poop. And then I sprayed her foot down and scrubbed it with another paper towel. And what happened? 5 or so moms said, "What is that smell? It smells amazing. It smells like cinnamon. What is that?" "Oh, this is Thieves spray." "What is that? Tell me more about that." Sure enough, I had a class like the following weekend. I invited all of them to that class. And then within the next couple of months, they had all enrolled, whether it was at that class or in a follow-up. So that was a powerful example of using a product for a specific purpose, getting a whole lot of interest about it, and then doing a next action, whether it's to meet for a cup of coffee or invite to a class or whatever, send them to, an online class, that sort of thing. So in the chat, I want you guys to share what are some of your favorite products that you might use in front of a friend. So things like, the Thieves wipes on surfaces, like we're all getting on a plane in a few days. That is a great opportunity to wipe that, tray table down with some Thieves. Because again, people are going to ask, what does that smell? Using your hand purifier after using the public restrooms, or if there's no option to wash your hands, using that, I'm always pulling that out. Using your lip balm or your lip gloss, that's a good one because the lip gloss, the Savvy Minerals lip gloss, is infused with peppermint and it smells great. I have had multiple people ask me when I put that on, "What is that? I smell peppermint." "Oh, it's my lip balm. It's infused with peppermint essential oil. That helps to, give your lips a plumper, fuller look." "Oh, tell me more about that." Using, a Valor in yoga or Tranquil in your yoga class, using Deep Relief after a workout at the gym, putting your sunscreen on at the beach, using a USB diffuser stick or your orb diffuser at your office, putting some peppermint on your temples. Those are some ideas just to kind of get the juices flowing of how you could share or use oils or products in front of people. Okay, the next recommendation or the next step is to recommend the product. So we often make recommendations to our family and our friends, on the latest and greatest things that we're personally experiencing or using. Like, think about that. That's how powerful testimonies are. Like, think about all the people that you're friends with on Facebook or Instagram that are just casually talking about a product or a service or a restaurant. They may share their favorite health podcast. If you ask if you've heard, if you ask if they've heard of your favorite health podcast. When they tell you about this new Mexican restaurant, you tell them about another great Mexican restaurant that they should try. So we recommend things all the time. We do restaurants, TV shows, like, "Hey, I need a new Netflix show to binge watch. What do you guys recommend?" I can't tell you how many times I've seen that on Facebook. Podcasts, fitness classes, where's a great yoga studio, health products, that sort of thing. So when you're catching up with your friends and they express a need, use that as an opportunity to ask if you can make a recommendation. So this is key because you're not offering the recommendation or the advice without soliciting their permission. That is a key component. "Would it be okay if" is one of my favorite lines. Would it be okay if? I think that's 5 words. I just tried to count on my hand and I probably counted wrong, but would it be okay if I made a recommendation? Like, how powerful is that? Because they're going to say yes. They're not going to say no. So if they do say yes, share with them how a specific Young Living product may be beneficial to them. Now, if you have no idea what product may be good for their express need, you can always, pull up your reference materials, whether it's an app. The Pocket Reference app on the phone is awesome because you can just literally pull it up at, in a second. Or if you have your Pocket Reference book, that's another good one. So you could look up what they could try and then, of course, share the recommendation to them. And of course, as with everything else, be honest if you've never used the product. You don't want to say, oh, I love this so much. This has done so many amazing things for me, and having never used it. Like, you don't want to be doing that. You can, tell them about somebody that that has tried it, that has had wonderful results, or you can just say, this is what the book recommends. I can ask my friends for personal testimonies around this if you'd like. So just always be of service to that person. And of course, it's always important to share compliantly. When you speak to wellness versus illness, you're able to stay compliant. Now, this is specifically important, especially if you're sharing stuff online or in the social media atmosphere, okay? When you're meeting somebody or talking with them over a cup of coffee, obviously that can't be policed, but do your best to practice compliant language, and then you'll never get stuck around that topic. So some of my favorite references and resources to use when it comes to that is first the Life Science Publishing, the Pocket Reference Guide, that little 450 some odd page book that's spiral bound. That's a great one. The Pocket Reference app, which is the same exact information, it's just in an app. You can order that from Life Science Publishing as well. I believe it's $7.95, and you can purchase that, and you can also gift it to your members. So it's a great way to, gift as part of your welcome materials to a new member, or if they get on Essential Rewards, gift it to them. It's like $8. It's a great investment. So again, like I said, if you don't have your own personal testimony, but you've heard of another friend share theirs, absolutely you can share their story as well. So sharing on social media, we're constantly posting pictures of ourselves, our friends, our dogs, our family members, what we're eating, things we're doing all the time. But we also make recommendations in our social media stories and feeds often, like, oh, I had this great experience at this restaurant, and, or opposite, you may say the opposite. I don't advise doing that often because people don't like necessarily to go with negative people. So try to stay away from, bashing a company on social media. So the last time you posted, a picture of your meal and said, oh, this is amazing, you tagged the restaurant, you checked in, you were making a recommendation to your friends and your family and basically giving free marketing to that restaurant, which I'm sure, and hopefully they were very, very gracious for that free marketing. But think about it like this. What if you got paid for every person that went to go to that restaurant after you went there and purchased a meal because of what you posted? Like, what would happen if you got a commission on all of the sales from that particular post? So, like, you may obviously not be able to convince a restaurant that, your post led to a whole bunch of business for them, but Young Living says thank you for sharing by giving you cash in your pocket. So think about it like that. There's so many ways to casually share or even just recommend Young Living on social media without being salesy. I think that's the key, is to not be salesy. And I know a lot of people don't want to feel salesy. They see others that have been salesy on social media and they say, I do not want to be like so-and-so. So that can deter a lot of folks from sharing on social media just because they have those, again, negative connotations, which is what held me back from the very beginning when I first got started, from experiences with others. So don't let that hold you back. So sometimes you don't even have to show the product in your picture to spark a conversation that will lead to oily talk. So think about that like that. You want to create curiosity. So if you give away the whole farm in a post, let's just say you're talking about, I don't know, Ningxia Red, and you, say all the benefits about it and how it's changed your life, and you show a picture of it and the bottle and the name and everything, like, then people are like, oh, I know exactly what all about it. I don't even need to ask her how to get it. Like, maybe I'll just go Google it and, randomly find it and buy it, and not buy it through so-and-so, because they don't know that they can get it through you. So to change that, instead of, you can use a very similar approach, but maybe just a shot glass with your Ningxia in that shot glass, and vague, oh, this is, my morning shot. Whatever you say compliantly, like, this is my morning burst of energy, so happy to have this natural option to support my wellness. I don't even know. I just made that up, and it's totally crappy, but you get the idea. Intrigue. And then naturally, what is that? I've never heard of that before. What is that you're drinking? Then you start the conversation, and that's what will lead to the, prospects from there. So, just share regularly how you're living your life, the fun things that you're doing, the things that you love. It does not have to be all oils. In fact, it shouldn't be all oils. Your social media should be a palette of different things that are happening in your life, whether it's your kids and your dogs and your family and your work and your oils and then your travel, or, whatever. But it should be a little bit of oil sprinkled into your social media feed on a regular basis, but not all the time. So if you're using Young Living regularly, it will naturally just get sprinkled into your posts in an authentic, genuine way. But you don't have to be salesy about it. You can just share from the heart. So to be even more intentional, you want to, of course, be consistent. You want to be consistent. Don't post one picture and one post and expect that to rank you to diamond, because more than likely, not everyone's going to see it. Hopefully one person will see it, based on the Facebook algorithms. So studies have shown that it takes seeing an ad up to 20 times before somebody decides to buy. So think about that. If you're posting consistently, and I'm not saying posting the same thing all the time, but posting consistently on social media, that's going to ensure that you're being seen when somebody is ready to say yes. If you post on social media so infrequently, there is a really good chance that when you do post, Facebook is not going to like that, or Facebook is not going to reward you, and hardly anybody is going to see it. Okay. So be consistent, focus on positivity, sharing your lifestyle, and posting consistently. Okay. So again, I'm not saying post, a salesy ad saying like, this is great for XYZ and buy it here, and here's my link, and, message me if you have any questions. Facebook's going to hide your post if you do that. They have little robots that are going through the language of your posts, and they're just going to be like, nope, we're not going to, reward this one. So nobody will see it. If social media is your jam, get your face on social media on a regular basis. Sprinkle Young Living into your posts here and there. Make sure people know that you are their go-to person for getting oily. I did have a girl that I'd known for quite a while, that when I first got started, again, I was not sprinkling Young Living into hardly anything I was doing on social media. I was very, behind the scenes on my social media feed, and she enrolled with somebody else. And then she found out that I was also sharing Young Living. She said, oh, geez, I wish I'd known. I would have enrolled with you. But because I was not sharing on social media, she didn't know. So lesson learned. Obviously, I started sharing more consistently on that time. But I would have been her go-to person, but she didn't know that I was sharing, so she went to somebody else. So if you have been sharing consistently on social media, this is key, and it hasn't sparked any conversations, reach out to the person that invited you to this class tonight. They can certainly take a look at your posts and perhaps make some suggestions as you can increase your engagement. So it's something that can be fixed. So definitely reach out to the person that invited you tonight. And if that's me or your sponsor or your enroller or whoever, and they or we can help identify, where you might change some language, because it really is a skill It's not something that you just figure out. It is a skill. It takes practice. It takes some changing. It takes some trial and error. But there is an art to sharing on social media without sales. So next, infuse your hangout with essential oils. So if you enjoy entertaining in your space, like have some girlfriends over and put an oily twist to your get-togethers. Like if you're crafty, I know a lot of us are, us meaning not me, have a DIY night. We have a lot of really crafty folks on our team. Have a DIY night, charge for supplies. You can do that. And make a few oily goodies like that. That's a lot of fun. A lot of folks really love to do that because they can really get a hands-on approach to using the oils and seeing how they can actually incorporate them into things that they're using every day. Excuse me. If you love food or love to cook, you want to, maybe infuse your food with Young Living vitality oils and share the recipes and the health benefits on recipe cards. Like have a cooking night or, a girls' night and make a whole bunch of Young Living infused snacks or drinks or signature cocktails. If you love to pamper others, host a pamper party. Let your friends come over and, you can do facials with the Young Living products. You can do like Savvy Makeup or Savvy Minerals makeovers. You can charge for the cost of supplies like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel like you have to go into the negative in order to build this or share. You can absolutely charge for supplies. And I feel like that is almost pivotal because if anything's free, there's no value attached to it. So if people have to pay for something, then A, they're more than likely to show up, especially if they have to pre-register, and B, they'll, pay more attention when they have to, pay for something versus if it's just given to them. So think about the person that invited you to try Young Living. So think about all the good that's come from that person sharing with you. So, are you grateful that they shared with you? What if you could change someone's life, like as the person that enrolled you did? So now that you've realized how much we rely on others to recommend products and how much we appreciate it when somebody invites us to try new things, it's now time to think about 2 people, just 2, who you would like to recommend Young Living to and invite them to try, okay? So think about, maybe get a piece of paper and a pen and really put your thinking caps on who in your life could benefit from these products. So, usually when you're first getting started, it's usually a family member. You always think of somebody in your life that could benefit from something, whether it's the oils or one of the supplements, or is it a childhood friend? Is it a current friend or a neighbor or a fellow mama, a coworker, somebody from your church or your gym or, your child's school? We meet and we know so many people on a daily basis. There is no, there's somebody, there's definitely 2 people that you can think of. So you can also make an impact on your community and share these products with people that you know. So make it a personal mission to help 2 people in your inner circle to get their very own Young Living Premium Starter Kit like you did. So the added bonus, to helping your friends, not only do you feel good when you get to do that, because you're going to help them achieve personal wellness. Oh, I keep hitting the button. Is that when they get their own premium starter kit and they use your member ID, that number that you got when you first enrolled, and they use that personal sign-up link to order, you, the enroller, will get a $50 thank you check from Young Living. Amazing, right? Like an actual check. It's not like product credits. It's not, the free product of the month. It's an actual check that will get sent to your house, and you can spend it on oils or you can spend it on groceries or gas or whatever you want to. So you're going to get money back. So Young Living makes it super convenient to embrace a healthy lifestyle, providing health and abundance. So who are you going to serve by sharing Young Living? Now, the one thing I need to make a caveat on, disclaimer, in order to receive that $50 bonus from Young Living, that $50 thank you check, you have to order at least $50 in products that same calendar month. that the new member orders their premium starter kit. So that's just one thing we have to remember. If you're, enrolling people, you do want to make sure that you're ordering the same month, at least 50 PV. Otherwise, you will forfeit that $50. So just keep that in mind when you are sharing Young Living with your peeps. So in the chat, tell us in the comments 2 people who you know that could benefit from Young Living products. So you don't have to name names. I'm not asking you to name names, but I'm just asking you who those people might be. So just take a minute and think about who it could be, whether it's a neighbor or a teacher or, a friend or an old, colleague, whatever. So think about that. And of course, you're going to have plenty of time to think about that after tonight's call. So, all right. So then what? Now that you know who the person is that you're going to be sharing with, in order to share and ensure that your friend and your family sign up under you, you can get, and that you're getting that $50 thank you check, you also want to make sure that they use your personal Young Living member number so they can get their own premium starter kit. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can just give them your member number and they can plug it into the enroller and the sponsor section when they first enroll. And that's easy because they just put it right in there. Or, this is super cool, you can either text or email them your personal sign-up link, and they're not going to need to remember your number, so that's a plus. So it'll automatically populate with your member number in that section right there. You see that? My sponsor ID, my enroller ID, it'll automatically populate right there. So if you go into the virtual office, you're going to log in. So step 1, log into your personal sign up, log into the virtual office with your member number and password. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see a section that says member resources. And then under that, there's a little link called Link Builder. And that's going to already have your member number populated right in there. And then it will put that link right in here, and then you hit copy link, and then boom, it's copied, and then you paste it into like a private message or a text or a email, or however you are sharing. So really, really, really easy. And then you can just share that forever and ever and ever. So that's it. I wanted to keep this incredibly simple. So you could kind of get the juices flowing on how you can share Young Living with the people in your life. I hope you enjoyed some of these tips and tricks. I don't know how, kind of the cross section of people that are on this call tonight, but this has been recorded. So you'll be able to share with others as well, so they can kind of learn some of the tips and tricks. But I'm going to stop the screen share, and I would love to hear from others that might be on the call tonight that have any other additional tips or tricks or personal testimonies as to sharing. So I'm going to stop the screen share and check in the chat. Any questions so far? And if you have a question or you want to comment, please do. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Okay. Any questions, any comments, anyone want to add to this? Unmute. All right. Cool. Mute everyone. All right, guys, that's all she wrote. Simple. So get out there, get out and share. And if you're not already in our Wicked Oily business group, let me know or let your sponsor know and we can get you added. There's tons of resources in there. We have a few in our general Facebook group, but again, to avoid a plethora of stuff that people may not necessarily have an interest in, we have a lot more in our business group. So if you want to begin sharing and you just want to start, learning more, let me or your sponsor know, and we can have a conversation with you and kind of get to know some of your goals and figure out where you want to go and figure out, a good plan of action for you. So that's what we're here for. We just want to help you share with 2 people. 2 people, that's it, just 2 people. It's crazy simple. And if you enroll 2 people with a starter kit, you're going to get $100. What will that buy you? How much thieves will that buy you, right? All right, guys, have a great night. We will talk soon. Good night.